So children, our today's topic is the anatomy of dicot stem. Okay, it is started from here in your book and it is given here. Description and diagrams are here given at the back. This is anatomy of dicot stem and it is its cellular diagram and it is its diagrammatic sketch. Okay, diagrammatic sketch means once we cut the transverse section of the dicot stem and observe it under the simple microscope, so it will be observed like this. But if we observe it in a compound microscope, so its small portion will be elaborated under the microscope in the compound microscope, and that elaborated portion is being shown here. Okay, so this is the elaborated part. One of the part has got elaborated under the compound microscope, so it will be observed like this, and in simple microscope it can be seen like this only. This is called as whole mount. Okay, so but in your book this diagram is not very much clear, so that I will show you another diagram, and I have prepared the notes also through which I am going to show you. And this is the diagrammatic sketch of monocot stem and this is the cellular sketch of monocot stem. So this only we are discussing, but we are discussing it through some neat and clean diagram which I have also drawn, and in other book also I am going to show you the diagram. Look at here. Okay, I have also drawn the diagram from here only. Okay, so first I am going to explain you through this diagram only, which I am sending you through the notes. So outermost layer of the dicot stem is called as epidermis, which is parenchymatous, over which these multicellular hairs are present, which are called as trichomes. In the previous video about the trichomes in the epidermal system we had already discussed. After that, the next layer is called as hypodermis. Actually, in dicot stem this cortex is divided into three parts: hypodermis, and these are the cortical layers, and then the endodermis. So hypodermis is collenchymatous and few layers hypodermis is there. Then loosely arranged simple parenchymatous cells are there, which are here making the cortex, or you can say the cortical layers. After that it comes the endodermis. Endodermis is here, you can see, is rich in starch grains and it is called as starch sheet also. It is the innermost layer of the cortex. Then it comes the pericycle. So here this pericycle is actually sclerenchymatous and it is here present in the form of patches over the vascular bundle. Then it comes the vascular bundle. Vascular bundle is comprising the phloem and xylem. So this is phloem which is present below the, this is phloem which is, this is phloem which is present below the pericycle. And then it comes the cambium, as because the dicot stem the vascular bundles are open, so in between the phloem and xylem there is a tissue, that is a secondary meristematic tissue called as cambium, and cambium is present here. And then it comes the xylem. Xylem is comprising both the vessel, metaxylem and protoxylem, and here you can see the protoxylem is towards the center, which is called as pith. Hence this condition of xylem is called as endarched xylem. So what type of vascular bundles are present? These vascular bundles are present in rings. They are arranged in rings. Okay, number one. Number two, that both xylem and phloem are present on the same radius. Hence they are called as conjoined. Phloem is outer side, so collateral, and metaxylem is towards inside, so that endarched, and cambium is present, so that open. So these are the characteristics of vascular bundle. Then this center portion is called as what? Pith. And pith is here parenchymatous, and these are the medullary rays which are present between the vascular bundle. Suppose this is the pith, so this is the half circle is been drawn. Okay, but it is actually a complete circle as I have shown you in your book. And these are the medullary rays which are present. This is actually medulla from which the parenchymatous cells or medullary rays will arise. These are also parenchymatous. So these are the various layers which can be seen in this diagram also. This is cuticle, epidermis, then hypodermis, collenchymatous, this is sclerenchyma, pericycle, this is phloem, then cambium, and then xylem, and this is pith. Okay, again I am showing you the same in your book also. In your book it is actually little bit, you can say, the congested diagram is been drawn, but here you can see the pith. This is the diagrammatic sketch of the dicot stem. Large pith is present in the center, and this is trichomes. Then epidermis dot 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 is representing the hypodermis, then green color is representing the cortex, then this is the wavy endodermis, and then these are the patches of pericycle, and then cambium, and then here the xylem, and above the cambium there is a phloem. So this can be compared, only a small portion of it is been drawn in the cellular form or in the elaborated form. So this is all about the dicot stem. From outer to inner, from outer to inner, how many layers are present? Again I am repeating: cuticle, epidermis, hypodermis, general cortex, and then the endodermis, and then the sclerenchymatous, pericycle, and then the phloem and cambium and xylem. Okay, so this is all about. Now I am showing you it in the notes also. I am sending these notes. You are to draw the diagram this way. These are trichomes, cuticle, hypodermis, collenchymatous, general cortex, cortical layers, parenchymatous, endodermis, starch sheath, parenchymatous, pericycle is present in patches, and this is phloem, then this is cambium, this is xylem, metaxylem, protoxylem towards the pith, this is pith, and these are medullary rays between two vascular bundle. So this is the cellular diagram of dicot stem, and what I have discussed, everything is written in these notes. As in the earlier previous video of yesterday's, I was telling that you are to prepare the notes, but even then I have prepared it and I am sending you. And this is the most important part of the dicot stem, is its vascular bundle. As I told you, there are many arranged in rings, conjoined, open, and with the enlarged protoxylem. This every word I have explained you in the previous videos. Okay, so this is all about the dicot stem, and in next video I am sending you about the monocot stem.